Hello everyone, a satellite image to look at here, showing a big build-up of Russian vehicles in northern Crimea. This was taken on November the 20th by Airbus and was shared by Konrad Musyka on Twitter. It shows a large build-up of military equipment in Crimea. On the image, we can see 230 infantry fighting vehicles, 16 self-propelled howitzers, 85 main battle tanks, 40 pieces of towed artillery, and 20 supply trucks. This equipment has been gathered here since September and comes from Russian reserve units from within Russia itself, so much of this is dragged out of storage. So a big question is, how useful and how good is it? It's often speculated and known that Russia's equipment which we have in storage is in less than ideal condition. Now here is a Google Maps image showing that this place is empty. It is some sort of facility, but I'm not sure what. Could be training grounds or it could be a farm or something. But now it's being used as storage for these vehicles. Given the fact the Crimean bridge has been out of action since October, these all likely arrived in Crimea through a train to Melitopol and then diverted here. Now, I can't say for sure whether this is intended for a possible defence of Crimea or not. It certainly could be, and it is quite a sizable force. But just as likely, it's been stored here where they are supposedly safe. We'll check how safe they are later. And then due to be sent elsewhere in the south or towards the north when needed, depending on where Ukraine's push comes from. As its position in Crimea here will allow it to be sent north to reinforce Melitopol, or east if Ukraine crosses the Dnipro River. I think that's the most likely use for these as a sort of backup option to be sent as and when needed. So what can hit it? So as seen here, it's approximately 138 kilometers from Ukrainian-controlled territory. So it's unfortunately out of range of our old friend HIMARS, but it is in range of our new friend, the Turkish TRLG-260 that's been sent. That has a range of approximately 150 kilometers. And you may remember talks that the US was going to be sending the GLSDB. If you can't remember, I've linked it at the end in the suggested videos. This has a range of 150 kilometers, so that can also reach this target. And let's not forget the drones that Ukraine used to hit Engel's airbase, which was the 2141, a max range of 1,000 kilometers. So there definitely are options out there if Ukraine decides to target this little build-up of equipment. Now before we finish, a shout out to some Patreons, so big thanks to James, Thomas, Mark and Graham. I appreciate the support a lot, thanks very much. So that's it for this video. If you found it interesting, please click like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Thanks again, and take care everybody.